This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by Jarvis here fighting Ben Williams in Qatar in November. Jarvis, a big fight ahead of you. It's good to see you back on Misfits.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a long time coming, but finally I'm ready to go. And what better fight than Ben Williams? You know, he's a big up-and-coming guy in my weight division, top contender. So it's really going to solidify my name when I beat him.
Was this a mandatory challenger, or was this the one you picked?
Who?
Ben Williams.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, he hadn't really fought Misfits before. He had that fight at the beginning of the year. I'd been out, so that wasn't on the table. And then we had talks about Slim. I've tried to fight, people like Austin McBroom, big names. And none of the fights went through. And then Ben had his fight in August. And, I just saw from that afterwards, he kept talking shit, saying, fight me, Jarvis, I want the belt, I'm coming for the belt. So I think it's finally time. I shut him up.
Talking about Ben Williams as a fighter, he's boxed for a little bit. I think he had a few amateur fights as a kid.
Yeah.
He's come a long way.
Yeah, definitely. He started boxing, he said, when he was like 12 or something. So he's definitely got more experience, but with all that experience, he's still, not that great of a boxer. And I think he's overhyped, personally, and I'm going to show that November 28th. He hasn't really fought people on the same level as I've fought. Of course, I have fought Tom Zanetti, Gibb, and he doesn't compare.
What do you make of his fight against Warren Spencer?
Yeah, he looked good, for sure. He landed a lot. He was throwing a lot. Didn't look like Warren was, wasn't damaged really too much. Definitely an early stoppage, I would say. And you never know where that could have gone. Maybe, Ben probably would have carried on the way he was going and won by unanimous decision or however it could have gone. But Warren was landing a couple clean shots, and when he caught him, you see Ben stumble. So when I land those shots, it's going to be a little different.
You hit harder than Warren?
Yeah, I think so, I would say.
Is that the biggest difference, I guess, in the last fight? I know that Warren fought quite a scrappy fight. When you're fighting a scrappy fighter, it generally makes a person have to become extremely technical, or they start to get a little bit scrappy themselves. Did you see a weakness in Ben, since Warren brought such a big kind of scrappy style and brought the fight to him?
Yeah, Ben, I guess, under the lights, in the pressure, kind of loses his head maybe, and fights scrappy or just kind of throws to throw, not really thinking about what's coming at him. So it's going to be different when, he's not the only one throwing punches.
You recently fought, moving on from Ben Williams, you recently fought in Mexico.
Yeah.
You kind of went back in time almost every American boxer, especially they start off boxing or they turn pro in the 16, they go down to Mexico. You went back to Mexico and had a little fight there.
Yeah, no, honestly, it was, this fight is going to be a whole year since my last fight, so my kind of thinking was I want to get back in there, get that kind of feeling, that adrenaline, fight week feeling of a real fight, and, take it as serious as a real fight. Get that ring rust off, shake that off a bit. And it worked perfectly, obviously the kid I fought, I had no idea who he was. I just knew his name. That's all they told me. And then I find out on the way in the day before, he was not. You could just tell by the way he looked. He was not there to fight.
Right.
And that wasn't it was a great experience. Being down there, sold out crowd in some Mexican bar in
like
Tijuana.
200 people there maybe.
Yeah, and he was actually from Tijuana, so
he was the hometown hero.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone there was cheering his name. There was a couple fans there that got to see the fight, which was cool. But great experience.
No, certainly it's good. Definitely get a little bit of the ring rust off, so you're fresh going against Ben. Prediction for Ben Williams, how does it go down?
Yeah, I don't see it going past the last bell. I'm going to stop him. I'm going to catch him, and he's not going to get back up.
How good is Ben's chin?
I don't think he's got a chin. It hasn't really been tested before. Warren kind of tested it a little bit in his fight, and Ben stumbled from just that. So, we'll wait and see.
So we'll wait and see. It's going to be exciting for sure. Just running through the card, though. We'll start with the main event. Gib versus Slim. You fought Gib before in the past.
Yeah.
You probably have a better idea than most of the people about this fight.
Yeah.
How do you reckon that goes down?
Yeah, honestly, I think Slim's gonna take that one. Gib, he's a good fighter and he's got endurance, but I feel like Slim's style and the way he moves around the ring is just it's not gonna work for Gib.
Right.
Gib's not gonna work for him.
Well, so Pappy picked Slim as well.
Really? See, well, and he's fought Slim
Yeah.
too. So, but you never know. Gibbs a great fighter. You can't take that from him. He trains very hard, and so he's like every fight or most fights on this card. It's 50-50, so it could go anywhere.
Certainly. And then go to Salt Pappy versus King Kenny.
Yeah, that's a tough one because depends how they come out. King Kenny, say like if it's a performance he had against Nunes, then he could win that. But if Salt Pappy comes out like he has before, then he could take it. So like I said, there's a lot of 50-50 fights there. Of course, Kenny's got the reach there, so he has, I would say, an advantage. But Kenny's had some off days. Of course, some of his fights, he hasn't looked as good as some other ones. So.
Okay, that's fair enough then. And I think that's off the top of my head, that is the card. Anything else apart from the boxing world coming up for you? Or are you just trapped in that Meva boxing gym for the next month and a half?
Just locked in, After this fight, I really want to just try to stay active, get a fight in somewhat early next year, and just...
Q1 of next year?
Q1 for sure, definitely. And just keep winning.
Anyone in mind in the 155 division?
155, after I take Ben out, kind of solidifies my name more. So maybe I chill on the 155 and try my luck at 165. Become a double champ.
So the winner of that will be Slim versus Gib.
Yeah, I'm down, mate, for sure.
And then Nikon.
Yeah.
When is he going to be out again?
So he was
for the first time.
He was
sorry.
going to fight in October, and then that fight unfortunately got cancelled. The whole card. He's been training really hard, and I know he wants it, but he's just got to wait for the right time. Hopefully next year, there's going to be some cards he can hop on. Any heavyweight, please call Nikon out, talk some shit, because no one wants to fight him.
And your brother Frazier?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get in there. He's enjoying his life right now. He's having fun. Yeah, I don't see him getting in there. He's just here to support me.
Yeah. He'll be going crazy in Qatar.
Exactly. He'll be glazing.
Will Nikon be coming to that fight?
Nikon won't, unfortunately. We might see potentially Tico, but I have all my friends and family out there.
Okay, sick. Yeah. Your first time in Qatar, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
Awesome. Well, Jarvis, as always, thanks very much, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.